Hey there, G's. TMD, Leah, Rave, hello, ninjas, Latte's channel. Latte like the coffee. Hey there, Happy, King Creeper, hey there everybody. Hello, Dante. Latraitor? Diamond Enderpearl, hello everyone. Mitchie, how's it going? How is it over there in Australia? Rye Guy. Familiar faces, just what I love to see. Hello. I can hear myself through my headphones. I'm not even wearing them, that's a bad sign. Hello. Hey TS, what's the best phone you ever used? Probably my current one. I have a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. That's a lot of stuff. Hello everybody. Oof. Hello. Gotcha. Hello. Hello everyone. I'm assuming you can hear me. Yeah, good at perfect. I'm glad it's alright in Australia. It's not too bad here today. But hello everybody. Every time I say that, you guys heard Bohemian Rhapsody? Goodbye everybody. I've got to go. It's kind of like that. Hello. TSMC, you forgot to put my comment suggestion on building every block. Hey, TCB. Yeah, sorry about that. I stopped doing the comment suggestion things because I didn't want to edit the videos anymore. I want to have them as basic as possible, so I'm very sorry. Mic muted. Ha! I made a whole... Nice one. Nice one for God. Hey, hello. Made a but. Thank you, Adriana. Give us some beats. Hello. People slow down commenting. It's all good. It's all good. Can you make an hello? Alright, okay. That's enough hellos. So what are we doing here today? I always like to describe this. I can't be bothered to fill in the inside of my cinema today and do the car park because that's a little bit too slow paced. But what I thought it might be fun to do is add the bank that I recently made on the channel to Stream City. So that's exactly what we're going to do because I actually really like building it. So I figured that we can just like slowly just chill out, build it, maybe even make like the little security... I'm getting scaffolding for no reason. Maybe like make the little security van that I kind of like built on with it. You know, just chill out, make something like that. Because last time, like, just the idea of having to fill in that bad boy over there is just like giving me anxiety. So we're just where am I? We're just gonna do the bank. Been watching for 4 years. That is insane, Finbob. Thank you for your loyalty. When the Great War comes, I know that I can count on you. By the way, I don't expect a Great War to come. I don't even know why I said that. But I believe that you'll be on my side. Yeah, that's it. That's all good. How long until you make a skyscraper? I've made so many skyscrapers that if you really, really, really wanted one, that you could actually just... you could build one of my old ones. But I'm going to be doing a brand new one. I know that I have that little tiny prototype there. Like as I kind of mentioned, I want to do one that's kind of like really, really simple and just turn it into like an office building. Like the bottom would be like a foyer and have some stairs like running all the way up, and then it'd probably just be like a repeatable floor. So it's probably going to have that kind of like really, really simple look because I do believe that all stacked together would actually look kind of cool. I think. Well, there needs to be some testing. I've been watching ever since your first YouTuber statue. Oh my god, that was a long time ago. When did I start doing those? But hey, here's a question though. Did you watch the 2D versions? Because that's what I started. That's what I started with. I really like the bank. Thank you. I like the bank emoji. I know I really like my bank. It's based partly on my old bank because I think I really nailed the design with it, to be honest. But I really, really like my new bank. It's like my old bank, like, plus. You know, like when sometimes you, like, play a game and, like, you complete it and there's, like, a save, like, you can have, like, new game plus where you, like, start off, like, a new save, but, like, you've got all of the stuff that you gathered throughout, like, a previous adventure. That's how I consider this new bank. Like, this is the new game, like, plus version of, like, my old bank. If that makes sense, which it might not. Your stream city is amazing. Keep it up. Thank you, Christopher Zag. You know what? We went straight off the bridge with the pronunciation. Thank you, Christopher. Hey, DJB. Yeah, you watched the 2D ones, did you? Now, that is a long time ago. I can't even remember what 2D ones I did. By the way, I'm slowly figuring out how to make this bank at the same time. I remember making it on Xbox 360. Yeah, that's what it'd be on. That's what it'd be on. When is the great... I don't think people can actually see that. Anime Samurai, but hang on, show. When is the great Minecraft war? When we decide to wage it, Anime Samurai. The Great Block War of 2019. Or maybe 2020, whenever we decide to wage it. Did you make your school yet? No. Sorry. I have made the school. I have made the school, but I don't have a tutorial. I misunderstood what you were asking. You okay? That's the guy's name, by the way. I'm not asking if you're all right. Although, are you? I should ask that. What kind of Xbox do you have? I'm using the black Xbox. The first Xbox One that came out, I'm using that, but I have the white one as well. It's like smaller than the... I don't know what it's called. Xbox S or something? Xbox One S? Something like that. But that's what I used to have. But then, for whatever reason, like, it kept messing up, and I don't know why. Despite the fact it was, like, all newer and stuff. But the good old original, like, black Xbox One is what I'm using now. How far back do I have to go? I think it's about 15. Actually, I don't even need to count, because luckily, I have a handy little guide. So when are you going to bring out the suburban town? Well, as soon as I edit it, Mitchie... As soon as I edit it. Funnily enough, that was supposed to come out this week, the same day that the bank did. But I was like, I just don't want to edit it. It's got to come out sooner or later. It will be out. Because it is literally just sat there before I accidentally delete it. Because sometimes this has happened in the past. I have recorded a video, an entire video. I've edited it and all sorts. And then I've decided not to release it at a particular time. And then I've like deleted it, like, because I have to clear out my files and stuff, because the Elgato files, the whatever format they're in, and everything, like, it takes up loads of room on my computer, so I'll like delete them all, and then before you know it, like, my progress is gone. And I have to, like, remake an entire tutorial. There have actually been builds that I've not actually, like, put out on the channel because I've accidentally deleted, like, the tutorial files of them, and, like, the entire edited version. I've been like, I'm not doing that again. So hopefully that can't happen with the modern townhouse. Yeah, I hope everybody in the States had a nice 4th of July. Completely forgot that was a thing. But I hope that... do you guys celebrate that a lot over there in America? I have no idea. We don't over here. Probably because you broke free of the British Empire. That's probably why we don't celebrate it. But I hope you guys had a really good time over there in America with it being the 4th. And... other good thing about it being the 4th, Stranger Things Series 3 on Netflix, if any of you guys are watching it. Fantastic. Watched 3 episodes of it last night. Definitely worth the wait. I don't know if any of you guys watch Stranger Things or have watched or are wanting to watch, but I'd highly recommend the series. Like, this is going to be the last one, and it's already great. I like the leaves. The leaves are actually quite necessary because, like, the bank is somewhat made out of bland colours, like it's all white and like a little bit grey and, well, still grey with the stone. And the leaves really, like, just make it pop, and so does the gold emblem that we're going to be putting on it as well. So the leaves are quite important. So the reason that we have this chiseled quartz block is just so that we can have a bit of variation in the walls. Otherwise, it'd be fine to just use like any other white block, really. Or you could even use grey. I don't know if grey'd look a little bit strange or not. It'd probably make it look too modern if we put some grey panels into the bank. But you can kind of do whatever if you wanted to. Like, you could make some of them grey, like maybe the end ones, and then maybe some chiseled or maybe some white concrete or something. Well, Stranger Things actually came to... Did it? Oh, I think I might have saw that actually on Reddit. Like, there's like a Demogorgon skin, right? And there's like a Hopper skin, like the sheriff, if I'm correct. You should make I know I should make a Discord server. I know. In Ireland, we don't celebrate July the 4th. I'm pretty sure that the only place that that it's celebrated is America. Goodbye, Sean. Thank you for showing up. Can you build a go-kart place? That is a cool idea. I like the idea of like an outdoor go-kart place. That's such a sick... I've never even thought about that. Hang on. I'm writing that. It's not... There's not many suggestions that I get that I've not already got written down. But go-kart place is actually a really cool one. That'd be dead. I'd love to like make some go-karts and stuff. That's cool. He made a school. Yeah. Why does your voice sound deeper? I went through puberty. I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit low energy today. That's probably the reason why. And also, I adjusted a few things on my microphone too. That shouldn't be up. Where are my plans? My precious, precious plans. Yeah, I need to... I really... That sounds so much fun. To make it like a go-kart thing. I've not been inspired to do that many city builds recently. What have I got to do? Oh, these are pillars. I've not been that inspired to do that many city builds recently, for whatever reason. Oh, these should actually be... This is where glass goes. Like, I still have city builds and stuff coming out on the channel. I try to at least, like, have one every single week. But I'm just kind of, like, enjoying doing some... like, right now I'm working on, like, this really cool modern house. And I've been working on some different sorts of videos as well, because I feel as though I've been kind of, like, stuck in a rut with the content a little bit. Like, I keep repeating the same sort of videos over and over again, almost in, like, a cycle. So I'm trying to make a couple of different videos recently, which you'll start seeing coming out on the channel a bit, but I'm still trying to do at least like one city build every week, one you know, like one survivally modern, something like that. So I will eventually get around to like building IKEA, and this is where we're looping back around. I will eventually get to building like IKEA and like get my school release and stuff. TCB, I'm going to be honest with you, I have not been on Twitter in a very long time. I really haven't. Like, I remember you telling me that I think you DM'd me or something. I literally haven't been on I kind of got back into Twitter for a weekend, and then I kind of dropped off it again. I'm so sorry. I'll try and remember to definitely try and check it out after the stream. I'm sure that you did a great job there. I look forward to seeing it come out. It's either today or tomorrow, right? It's one of the two. I know that that's when you said that you were going to be pulling out some more tutorials. What am I missing here? Okay, so I'm missing a bit of hedging, and I need to do like the roof of the bank. That's what I have to do. I have to do the roof. I don't know how I possibly forgot about it, but how did I do the roof? Okay, so we need that, and we also need some quartz stairs as well. And the quartz stairs go here, and then we do, I think it's 4 of these, like 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Yes, that's how it goes. Perfect. So here, no, hang on there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should also coincide with the pillars. Yeah, I do want to check it out, TCB. If I don't get to see it on Twitter, then I'm sure that I'll see your video though. Is the bank going to work? Since I'm not a redstone guy, no, but you can pretend. You can pretend. I mean, it'll work. It depends what you mean by work. I mean, like, you won't be able to, like, withdraw any money just, like, all by yourself. You'd need other people to operate the bank. But if you did actually have friends that wanted to pretend to be bank workers and what have you, then, yeah, it will actually work. Like, like, the interior is going to be quite close-ish to what a real bank would be. But there's no, like, fancy redstone, like, where you can actually, like, take money out of, like, the wall or anything, like you can here. Somebody must have done that by now, right? Like in a mod or something, like where they like whip out a bank card and you can like use it to actually like take out diamonds and stuff. Yeah, I should do a skating rink. I've got that one down. Like I said, I wanna do all of these things, but for whatever reason, like I've not been so what's the word? I've not been so inspired as of recent to like make city stuff. Like I've been really feeling like building more survivally actually than anything. As I've kind of like mentioned before, like these things come and go in waves. Like I kind of like get stuck on a certain style, and at the moment it's kind of like survivally stuff. Like the video that you're gonna see tomorrow, it's like a whole mix of stuff. Like it's gonna be a little bit different from like my usual sorts of videos. So hopefully, hopefully you'll enjoy it. If not, then I will have failed as a content creator. But what can you do? Can you make the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria? I don't know. I've seen a few requests from people saying you should make a Dollar Tree. What, like just a tree with like money on it, or is that like an actual store? Good morning, Kimberly. Playing survival right now. Exactly, Spud's creation. Exactly. You want some survival stuff? This is so sad he didn't. Ice Emperor, I did notice you. I just finished a few hours ago your beacon, but I finished it easy, so to build I'm starting making the bed. And I'm glad that you're having so much fun building the every block. I think I'm up to like 20. I actually have 4 of my building every blocks like in the bank. Like there's going to be 4 videos for it next week. So I think I've just about done 30 of them. I think, which is crazy. Can you make something from Detroit Become Human? I'm assuming that's either a game or a movie, but I'm not really building that stuff at the moment. Yeah, a tree with money on it. That wouldn't be that I can make a money tree right now if you like. Okay, so hang on. Here's a money tree. We'll have one. We'll have one here. Here. Hang on. This is the money tree. It's in the park. Whenever you need diamonds, you shake the tree, and money falls out. This is the money tree tutorial. Find a tree in a survival setting, or any setting. You can even make your own tree if you want, and plaster it in diamonds. There we have the money tree. And you know what? Funnily enough, it's actually near the bank, which almost makes the bank redundant. You can just go and shake the money tree. Can you make a castle? I think I've made a castle also. Castles aren't really my thing. I really like making castles that much, to be honest. I know that that's like something that a lot of people like. That's a really common thing. Like as soon as you like start playing Minecraft, like you want to make a castle. But I never really wanted to make a castle, oddly enough. I don't know whether you guys know, but my first ever build that I ever made ever. There might even be a video of it on the channel at some point. I think it's like entitled like My First World. My first ever build was like a giant dome, like out of SpongeBob SquarePants that Sandy lives in. And I made like a house in the middle, and the entire floor was gold. That was my first build. It wasn't a castle. That's what it was. I don't know how I got to that story. Money tree, not diamond tree. Are diamonds not the currency in Minecraft? That is money. Please say my name. Can't you have an easier name? UDXXBL? Thank you for watching the stream. Can you make a vid on your worlds? I was thinking about that actually. The other stream, last stream, the stream before, whenever it was, when I was actually like going through my entire world, like trying to find my giant ender dragon. I actually thought it might be fun to go through my worlds. Maybe I will do that. I might even like remake a few world tours. That might be fun. One of them would be huge. Please show us how to tame a dog. In my experience, or at least taming my dog, you bribe him with treats. That's how you tame a dog. Remember me, TSMC? I'm the guy from Malta. It's a bit cold. Oh, it's a bit hot here in Malta. I hope you're doing okay, King Creeper. Of course I remember you. I remember trying to find Malta and failing. Hey TSMC, could you please answer my question? What is the best car you ever drove? I've really not drove many cars, Alec. I'm not really a car guy. Like, I don't really appreciate them. I don't care about cars. Unfortunately, I'm sorry if it's not a good answer. I have a Ford Focus at the moment. Not even like a fancy one. It's like 10 years old. I'm just not a car guy at all. That's probably the best car I've drove, which is a little bit sad. Especially if you like cars, you're going to be like, oh, really? That's the best one? That's so boring. But hey, I'm just not into cars. I don't understand, like, I used to like watching Top Gear and stuff. Like, I mean, I can appreciate that some of them, like, look really cool and the performance of them and, like, the power and stuff. Have we done with the outside this, by the way? But cars just aren't exciting to me. But if you like them, that's great. I think that we have done the entire outside of the bank now. And I think it actually fits in quite well. I like the fact that it's quite near here, and I'm probably going to end up moving that skyscraper because I'll probably want it like set back a little bit. But I kind of imagine this being like a much more of a financial district, so like loads of office buildings. Maybe like we'll have some sort of other, might even put another Starbucks, or maybe like if I make a Costa or something here. But a load of like office buildings and stuff. Maybe a couple of skyscrapers should probably fit in here. And I want to also elongate that city. The row of townhouses. We're probably going to extend it all the way back here. Mitchie asks, do I have a son? No, I don't have any kids, to my knowledge. TSMC Dollar Tree is a store in the... Is it really? I guess the equivalent over here would be a pound shop, where everything's supposed to cost £1, except it doesn't. Put a theme park in your city. A theme park would certainly eventually fit in this city. And thank you for letting me know about the Dollar Tree thing, by the way, Jesse. TSMC, can you please give me a shout? I've been watching since the first SpongeBob Bill, and I've almost done every single one of your belt since he first made that. Thank you so much, Unbeatable Gaming, for sticking around with the channel for so long. I appreciate you all very much, and everybody who sticks around. Can you make the Golden State's Warrior Arena? Now, I'm pretty sure that they are a football team, I think. And I am going to be building a stadium, although I don't know if... I don't think I'm going to be basing it off of one particular stadium, so... TSMC, I'm watching Jumanji on Xbox. Oh, Jumanji's a great film. I love Jumanji. Have you seen that there's going to be another one? Assuming that we're talking about like the most recent Jumanji with like The Rock and Kevin Hart in it. I love that film. So we've got to do some walls and stuff here. I'm back. My phone died and my computer wasn't loading. Hello, Latraitor. Welcome back. Please make Clash video. No, please make Clash of Clans style base and say my name. Fella guy? I don't know if I'll be doing that, but thank you for the suggestion regardless. So I think that the tellers area kind of starts here. And I kind of want to get this like slotted in before I start doing the floor, because the floor's a little bit weird. Don't worry about not finding Malta, it's quite small. Thanks for noticing me. Would you like to come to Malta if you knew where it was? If I could find Malta, would I like to come there? I'd love to go to Malta. I think my mum's actually been, I think. So, I mean, it can't be that bad. I'd love to go to... From what I understand, it's a nice place. Nice and warm, lovely weather, beautiful scenery, from what I know of Malta. Hey, Emma Jones! Thank you for becoming a member. I'm surprised. I honestly thought that you were already. You now get to enjoy the lovely koala thing next to your name, and your messages will appear in green. Also, hello again. Where are you, Emma? Say hello. I want to see that lovely badge. Hey TSMC, Julian Plays. Thank you for being a part of the stream. Also, do you have any... No, I don't actually have any siblings. I'm an only child, which sounds lonely. TSMC, I hope one day we can work together. If I wasn't so antisocial, then you know what, it might be possible. But I just am antisocial. You like jazz. I like all kinds of music, but not... I don't like all kinds of music, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't say that I like all rock or all rap, but there's like some rock, some I like a little bit of everything. But yeah, I liked it, but I guess I did answer that though. I do like some. Hey there, Emma. How's it going? Lovely. You get that lovely little badge. Your name's so much easier to see, despite the fact it already kind of was. I completely forgot that you were a mod. But how are you doing today? Thanks for coming. Do you have any cousins? Yeah, I've got loads of cousins. My mother has. I've got a lot of auntie, and I've got like one auntie really. Because here's the thing, like on my father's side of my family, he's an only child as well. So like there's barely any that side of the family. But my mum's side of the family kind of makes up for it, in which I've got like between them like 7 aunties and uncles. Like my mama had like 8 kids, which is crazy. So I've got a lot of cousins and a lot of aunties and uncles just from one side of the family. Good, I'm glad that you're doing all right. I'm doing really well, thank you, Emma. Very good today. I'm not actually incinerating from the heat, which makes a lovely change from for this country. And I'm on the weather again. Somehow I always get back to the weather. And by the way, Emma, I don't know if I don't know how long you've been here, but we're just making the bank. Which is a tutorial that I actually put out on the channel pretty recently. If any of you guys want to make this bank, by the way, block for block, including the inside, I actually do have a little, I have a link to it down below in the description. I want to drink a little bit of my tea, actually, if you guys don't mind, so, ow. So I'm gonna do that before this time. I'm actually getting to it when it's a decent temperature. Oh, whoa. Emma, I think I just answered your question without you asking it. I'm building my bank, which I put on the channel pretty recently. I must be a mind reader because I beat you to it. I'm glad that I can make your day better, Jesse 101 Gaming. What's the temperature there? It's not too bad. It's like 20 something. My girlfriend says it's like 24, I think, in the car. So I assume it's probably about that outside. I should make a blockbuster in Stream City. I need to do a load of those. What type of tea are you drinking? I'm drinking a very milky, because that's how I like it. I'm drinking Twinings. The yellow box, whatever that is. Later on, I go record part 1 of Paradise Palms Hotel. Oh, have fun, TCB. I look forward to seeing it tomorrow. Do you live in the UK? I live in the UK. Julian. Make a nuclear power plant. I should do that. It'd look like the one out of The Simpsons. I can, Lazar. Will you make a paintball field? I probably could. Make a CJ and Big Smoke. I could make them, but I'm not really doing statues at the moment, Mitchie. Hey TSMC, do you live in Ireland? I live in the UK. Hang on. Oh no, your message has gone by. Thank you so much for the £5, Emma. I really appreciate that. I really love my bank. Thank you so much for saying it looks amazing. So we now have to do the inside of the bank, and we have to kind of like lay out the floors a little bit. And then we've just got to decorate it. The weird and was to kind of like just figure out what I was trying to say. Hey, thank you, Soul Eater, for the $2. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, oh, and thank you for saying nice build. Thank you so much. Sometimes I forget that there's a message. I live in the UK. Do you, Emma? Without divulging any details whatsoever, because I know that that's uncomfortable. Which part of the UK do you live in? Like, for instance, I'm in the East Midlands, and that's about all of the information that I give up. Hogwarts would be too crazy for me to do, to be honest. Hogwarts is too massive. So, what else do I can't... Maybe like a little bit of white concrete over here. Oh no, there's not been any mess. Oh no, I missed some messages. Build Family Guy house. I actually already have done that twice. I haven't done the inside though because it's impossible like to make it to a scale where you'd be able to do the inside. I'm not good at geography. Fair enough, Emma, neither am I. That was actually my weakest subject at school. I think I got like a D in geography. I'm so bad. I don't even know where Malta is. Hang on. So that should go there. That there. Oh, so this should come out a little bit further. So here, here, then here. Right? Yes, something like that. Perfect. And then that goes there. Because I just noticed that there was like a weird discrepancy there. There we go. And then here and here. Did you really? I'm so bad. Literally, like, I got like a D in geography or whatever, but my actual, like, worst, but German. I took German for, like, GCSE. I got, like, an actual G, which was kind of funny, like, G for German. But, like, that was my actual worst, but I didn't actually even really go to the exam for that. Like, there was, like, 2 parts of it, like, an oral exam and, an actual, like, written one. And I only like did the written one, and I barely like understood 2 words on it. It was so horrible. Like, I don't know whether you guys have any like taken any tests for school, and you're just like reading through it, and there's like there isn't one question on this thing that I can answer. Like, it's a horrifying feeling. But luckily, I've never needed German in my life, so it wasn't too bad. I'm a bot. I just 10% in a math test. My mum and dad really didn't ground me. Really? You got a 10%? Mitchie, that's pretty bad. Build a gas station? I could. I actually, oddly enough, I do. I have like builds that I enjoy building. Gas station is one of them for some weird reason. I like building gas stations. So we're decorating this quite nicely. It's not looking too bad at the moment. We're missing an ATM over here. I can't remember how I built one. I only did English and maths because I was in a special needs school. Oh, really? How did you do in English and maths? They weren't too bad for me. English and maths wasn't too bad. Too bad for me. I like excelled at like English, maths, and like the science subjects, and that's pretty much it. Everything else I was kind of like, not good. I hate math. Math is my weakness. Hey, listen, everybody's got strengths and weaknesses. I'm not particularly good at math as well, either. But I did do all right. I did do all right. Good enough that I didn't have to repeat. So, got a little ATM here. Here, and then like a little bit of grey down here. We need to. I passed both of them, but now I'm really? Are you? That's awesome. That would explain, like you've said before, right? That you had to go to like recitals and rehearsals and stuff. That's awesome, Emma. What an interesting job. And honestly, I mean, I know that school's important and everything, and, you know, it's important to pass everything, but sometimes, I mean, you know, the academic life isn't for everybody. Like, you've got to realize that there's way more to life than just, like, going through school and university and stuff. Like, becoming, like, a professional dancer, I mean, you know, it's important to have, like, maths and English and all that, but, I mean, would you really need it otherwise? Like, I know that I am a proponent for school. Like, it's important that people like stay in school and at least like have a basic understanding of everything. But like sometimes it's really like not what people want to do. Like, I'm not particularly like academically inclined. Like, I never went to university and I never wanted to, but I did do A levels, and it was just like the most miserable time of my life. Like, I don't like being told what to do. And I don't like having to like show up and like do homework and stuff. Like, it's not my sort of not my sort of deal. Like, there's other paths for people. I don't know how I got into that topic. I hate language. I always really disliked it. Although I've really been so envious of people that are multilingual, like they can speak more than one language. It's so cool. It's so important. TSMC, why are you not using a shader? I'd love to use a shader, Titan, but unfortunately there are none on Xbox. Thank you for the amazing builds. You're so creative. Thank you, Cloud. TSMC, I'm finally going into high school because I passed all my tests. Did you really, Jesse? Eventually? That's awesome. Congratulations. I got 98% on my Constitution test. What's Constitution? I don't think we have that here. You can speak 3 languages. You see, that's so awesome, Cloud. It's such an... I know that some people are way more inclined, and like it just seems like a superpower to me. People that can speak more than one language, like even if you can't like speak the language like perfectly, like I know that some people like sometimes you can get made fun of, like if you're not pronouncing words right with like the correct grammar and stuff. But just the fact that you can speak more than one language, even if you can, you know, even if you're not 100% perfect, like it just seems like such a superpower. It seems so cool. So what else are we doing in here? So I think that the entrance is just about done. Oh, thank you so much again for the £2, Emma. Did I see your message? No. Let me scroll up. Let me see if it's here. It's quite luckily quite easy to... I'm at a company called Mind the Gap Studios. You can look it up on Google. It's for special needs. Is it really? That's awesome, Emma. What did you... I've already forgot where... that literally went right out of my head. What's it called? Mind the Gap Studios. You know what? Let me chuck that into Google. I'll take a little bit of a look at that later. That's interesting. But thank you for the £2. Don't feel as though that you have to donate anything. Like you could have just retyped your message. You don't have to donate. So what else are we missing here? I don't think we're actually... I feel as though we're missing something. I know we've not got a door, but I don't feel as though that we're missing anything else. Whenever I upload on Fridays, I never get many views or comments because my subs are still in school lately and today. So that's why I'm pasting... Yeah, TCB, Saturdays are usually the best day for me to post as well. I don't know what particular time on Saturday, but I like to post somewhere between midday and like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Saturday is by far the best day to post. Like, especially if you're going to only be posting once a week, then Saturday is the way to go. Well, thank you very much, Emma. But yeah, I'm sorry that I missed your message. But yeah, just type it out again. I don't ignore anybody, but sometimes I just don't catch it on the first go around. That's all. So I need to make some computers, but I can't remember what I used for the bottom of them. I think it's like a little bit of light grey. Build your house. I still have to do that. I will do that. I will build my house because well, it's just fun to recreate stuff that's actually exists. Yeah, we're gonna have like just a couple of stores. Like the people behind like the bulletproof glass or whatever kind of glass it is are always they always have like little stools, it seems, to sit on, which I wouldn't particularly like to be perched on myself, but apparently they managed to do it. There we go, perfect. And then those just need screens. I'm tempted to use an Apple and like pretend that it's a Mac because it's a little bit more colourful, but I could actually use like an actual piece of glass as a screen as well. Yeah, everyone's always active watching YouTube on Saturdays and sometimes Sunday. Yeah, Saturdays and Sundays are the best days. Saturday is better for me though. I don't know if it's the same for you, because obviously it's the weekend. People have time off for like work and school and stuff. So it makes sense that people would be more active. Walk outside. I haven't seen the city. I'll show you the city at the end of this stream, I promise. We'll have a nice little tour. And we will be going outside very soon anyway. So we need some desks. Hey, TSMC, you're still doing great, Yeehaw. I must have missed so many... Yeah, you've probably missed a few, Hope and Despair. Weren't you in the last one? But thank you for coming along. I'm going to work. Bye, have fun. Thank you for coming, Jesse. It's been great chatting with you. I hate school. See, you know, unfortunately, school is important, though. You really can't be done without school. I really didn't like it very much either, but I do realise the importance. I'd never tell anybody not to go and like to blow it off. Like, you've really got to go, unfortunately. It teaches you too many important things. So these are some desks. And we're going to have some windows out the back just to make it a little bit more bright in here. We might even add like a lantern also to a desk. Or we might add in some more ceiling lights, maybe just like in the same sort of like positions as that one. YouTube and dance is my life, and my boyfriend, his name is Daniel. Oh, your boyfriend's name's Daniel. I know that you've mentioned him a lot. Is he a dancer as well? And it's great to have a passion, by the way. It's very important. Is that... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Something looked weird there to me because that doesn't line up with the window, but it's not really supposed to anyway, so it was kind of like freaking me out. I'm going into middle school. Oh, really? That was always a terrifying time. Like, I went to, like, the same school pretty much from, like, grade 1 or whatever you'd call it. Year 1, we call it over here. It's like in years from like year 1 or whatever to like year 6, so like the same school. And then I remember going up to secondary school. It was like you heard all of these stories about what had happened. Like it was horrifying. I really didn't want to go. Why are you Black Wolfie? I'm not. Didn't we have the same problem last stream? No, he's a scriptwriter. We have so much things in common, but he doesn't do dance. Well, that's fine. I mean, scriptwriter, that's interesting as well. I mean, it's in the same sort of vein, though, right? It's like a creative sort of arts thing. So you do have something in common with that. But it's not always the best to have things in. Like my partner and I, my girlfriend, like we've got a lot of stuff in common. Like we find, the same. We have like similar senses of humor. We have similar sensibilities. We have similar ideas of life, like family, all of that. But, when it comes to like music and TV and stuff and like what we like doing as hobbies, like we're not really on the same page. But I find that that's actually sometimes better. That you're not like, you don't both enjoy doing the exact same things, because I imagine that can get a little bit strenuous. I mean, I'm sure it works for some people, but it's nice to have to be with somebody that has some differences to you, that are more complementative rather than additive, if that makes sense. So we're just making some desks. So the idea of so this is the front of the bank. Obviously, like this is where you'd come in. You'd go up to like the I don't know what you'd call like the people that would be able to like help you out with your finances and what have you. Like I'd like to withdraw this much. I don't know what the person actually be called, but like this is like the tills or whatever. And then we've got like a vault just because it looks kind of fun. And then additionally, we've got like a cash machine here. And then this is like more so like a back office. So like if you wanted to discuss things further, like in private, that's what this area is for. Just in case any of you guys were wondering. Same here. I'm going to 6th year in September. 6th year. But that'd be like your 6th year of secondary school though, right, TCB? I'm going to middle school and I think I'm dead, but when high school comes, nope. You know what? It will be completely fine. All of the horrible things that I heard about, like secondary, we call it secondary school over here. All the horrible things that I heard like had happened and everything, like it was all completely false. Like all of the horrible things that you think, I'd think had actually happened was a complete lie. Like there was actually nothing bad happen whatsoever. It's just terrifying having to do something different, having to be somewhere different. It's just the idea of change for most people it's just a little bit nerve-wracking, but you'll have a great time there. Hang on. This sounds strange but weird, but have you had anyone break into your house? No, Mitchin, I wouldn't suggest trying. But no, seriously, no, I haven't. That is one of my worst nightmares, though. What am I missing here? Where am I? Oh, my glazed terracotta. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, and it's the final year of secondary school. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know if you have plans to move on to university or what have you, TCB, but I hope, I wish you luck in anything that you feel like doing. Goodbye, Yoros. Yoya? I'm not excited. Yeah, I get that, Abigail. Well, welcome, Minecraft Array. I'm going to P5 in September. I don't know what that means. Random question, do you like Transformers? I love Transformers. My favourite, for whatever weird reason, is Starscream. Who's yours, Emma? My passion is art, music, and photography. So you're creative. I'm learning guitar and getting a vintage Polaroid soon. Also, high school sucks, rip, especially since all my crush... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate for you, Hope. I imagine that's really frustrating when somebody can't, like, reciprocate the same feelings. But I really like creative people. I like that you enjoy so many creative things. Did you answer my question? I don't know, Michi. What did you ask me? I'll actually take a look. Hang on. And by the way, oh, you know what? Somebody asked to see the outside of the city. I'm going to enjoy a little bit more of my tea, despite the fact it's lukewarm. So just so that we can get kind of like a glimpse of Stream City at the moment, let me do this and answer some questions and drink some tea. It's 90... Is it really, right, guy? Is 95 degrees a lot? I don't know what 95 degrees Fahrenheit is. This sounds like a... Yeah, I did, Mitchie. Yeah, no one's broken. Thank goodness. Yay, my favourite Transformers, Megatron and Optimus Prime. I have to... Yeah, hey! They're two sides of the same coin. It makes sense that you'd like both of them. I couldn't explain to you why I like Starscream. But yeah, I love Transformers. I really loved the one where they introduced the dinosaurs. That was such a great movie. I'm going to Madrid in October, and some of my 6th year students will all be of the 4th years. They are giving me permission to go with them. That's awesome. I've never been to Madrid. I've never been anywhere, so I guess it's kind of redundant for me to say, but that'll be nice. You can try mewing Mew. Build the inside of the cinema. I will. I'm not going to forget about it. I just didn't feel like doing that today. That's all. Did you make the park? Yeah, the park's right behind me. Hey there, Christy. Build the in... I already read that. What town do you live in? I live in Stream City, Cocoa Chops. My notifications have stopped popping up, so I don't even know when you have uploaded. Doesn't mean I'm no longer a fan. It's been a long time. How's it been? That's alright, COD Slayer. I mean, YouTube's a weird beast. I've been really good. How have you been doing? Yeah, 75 degrees is hot. Well, I mean, it sounds hot, obviously, because it's close to 100 in Fahrenheit, but I don't know what that's equivalent to. Over here. Like, we work in Celsius over here, and it's 24-ish degrees Celsius, so I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Are you trying your hand at being a news reporter, Alec? Hey TSMC, please listen to Alec Campbell. You should make a Vodafone or O2 shot for Stream City. You should. Alec Campbell reporting. I might make a phone shop. I think I did, Elmo Max. Should build a gym? Absolutely. Do you love being a YouTuber? More than anything else I've ever done. I'm really good, Flat Banana Man? I'm really good, Flat. How are you? Have you built a pet store? I have, but I need to redo it. I'm scared for high school because I have no friends going to the tech and everyone is going to the regular. Well, Cilia? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Cilia Campbell. You don't need to worry about that. You will make friends in high school. You might not... That's really the best. It's honestly like... People always like wonder, like, oh, if I'm not going to, if I'm not going to high school with any of my friends, what have you, am I just going to be alone? You'll make friends because there's people in your exact same situation. Like, you're not the only one, trust me. Another random question: do you have a nickname? I actually don't, Emma. No, my name's... I'm not going to divulge my name, but it's like one syllable anyway. You know how like dogs like one syllable, like Tom, like whatever. Like I don't really have a nickname or anything. I never have. Like my name's like kind of weird anyway. Hence why I don't want to give it out. So it's not one that you'd usually like. I don't really need one. How are you so good at building? Too much practice, I think. I'm new to this stream. Hello, Silvershot. So I've drank probably another third of my tea, and I would like to finish my bank. So I want a couple of pressure plates. I might as well put a door on this bad boy. And I want a couple of interior doors as well. And I'm going to be using birch for the interior doors. I could kind of use any, but birch doors, for whatever reason, kind of almost look a little bit fancy. So here, his name is Face. Yeah, my name is Face. Has anybody ever been called Face? I was kind of thinking... I don't want to use the door. Hang on. I was kind of thinking about putting, like, trapdoors. Hang on, Emma. Do you have any nicknames, Emma? I should have asked you that. Like I said, I'm boring. My name's not really that nicknameable. Like, my name's already weird enough that I guess I just don't need a nickname. So... I'd love to see you make a bowling alley in Stream City in the future with an arcade. Yeah, that'd be awesome, TCB. I used to love going to the bowling alley. We actually used to do bowling at school sometimes, and it was great because obviously, like, having to, like, going out to bowl meant that you actually kind of got out of school because, like, they didn't have a bowling alley, like, on school premises, and like, it had an arcade attached to it, and me and my friends would just kind of like ignore bowling, and we'd just like play on like the arcade machines. Like, it used to be quite fun. My favorite, the only time I actually enjoyed PE was when we did bowling. Looks good. Thank you, Abby. So this is basically just like a vault room. It's got like some of those lock boxes that you might expect to find, like if you've ever seen like inside of a bank vault, like it'll have like loads and loads of boxes. It doesn't usually have like a big pile of money like you might imagine. It's usually just like a table and like a load of with like a load of lock boxes or something. So we're just gonna have something like that. I don't really need it to be too fancy. That'll be just fine. Just like a big wall of diamonds, and then obviously you can crack open each individual thing. I'm not really going to have any paintings or decoration in here because it is supposed to be like a vault, so I don't think that we need that. I'm just going to refloor that with iron. There we go. Yeah, free, I get called EJ... Hang on, wait, what? I get Cold EJ Jones, Squirrel, and Matrix because I can... Oh, that is sick. When you say the move from the Matrix, do you mean you can do that thing where like you bend your entire like body backward, like you're still like stood up like on your knees, but like you like bend your entire body backwards like when Neo's dodging bullets? Because that sounds awesome. Squirrel. Why Squirrel? Those are some pretty decent nicknames though. Getting called Matrix is kind of cool. All we need to do is place a couple of screens on here, and then I think we'll be done. I might even give you guys a little bit of a tour. I guess that we've not seen this whole thing together. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a bank. The entire outside, I mean, the most interesting part is the front, of course, because that's where all the detail is. There's not really too many windows along the sides because, I mean, you don't really want to have that many windows on the sides of a bank to make it easier to break into. The inside is pretty interesting, though, so let us just have a bit of a gander in here. So we have an automatic door to get inside. We have, like, the teller area, bank vault, cash machine... little bit of a seating area. Could probably even have like another seat here too. If we crack open here, like this is where the tellers would be. This is where people to help you with your finances would be if you wanted like a one-on-one. And this is the vault room. So I don't think that there's that much that we've really missed here. I think it's pretty much everything. Like I said, we could even have another seat if we wanted to, like right here. And then we've kind of like got a double seat. I realised that the chat... What? No, where's the chat gone? Oh, there we go. Oh, I missed a donation too. Thank you so much, Rich G. I really appreciate the $2 US. Thank you so much. 95 Fahrenheit is 35 C? Is it really? No. Are you kidding? That's insanely hot. It was 34 here the weekend before, so that's crazy. And Emma, yeah, that's what you can do? That is insane, Emma. I could only imagine. I'd break my back. Because it's from SpongeBob SquarePants, my stepsister likes SpongeBob saucy name does after... Oh, I see. So you're named after Sandy a little bit. Everyone says face reveal now. No. Do you know Twisted Panora? No. And sorry for missing a load of messages, guys. I accidentally messed up. Like I got my messages like stuck in a particular place, so I just kind of like read the ones that stuck out. I do apologize. My brother wants to watch popular MMOs, but it was nice catching up with you. By the way, you're a great content creator. Keep up the good work or else. Thank you so much, COD Slayer. But that's awesome, Emma. I think I'd break my spine if I attempted to do that. You're very talented. So next, the last project that we're going to work on today, as I've got a sweat on, believe it or not, is we're going to make kind of like a security van. And it's kind of like one of those vehicles that you would see like transporting money. Like it's like an armored sort of vehicle. Like you see the people like you've probably seen one and you might not have even realized. Like you'll see a guy with like a head shield on, like walk out, and they've usually got like a baton and stuff. Like in the UK. Wait, is this? Yes, Sam Power. This isn't a video. This is live. Which country do you live in? The UK. Good old Britain. So, yeah, I figure it'll probably go about here, I think. Maybe there would actually be fine. I had to learn some stuff because I'm a dancer, so yeah. But I don't think that that's learnable for me, Emma. I don't think with any amount of practice that I could do that. Not at all. Is there a particular favourite dance that you have? Like, do you like... I don't know any styles of dances. Like, is there like... I know that there's like different dances. Like, there's say like, I don't know, like the tango. I bet that's frustrating. Like, I only know one. But like, is there a particular favourite one that you have that you like doing? Like in a particular style? I don't know much about the subject. How's traffic in your location? That's a pretty weird question. It's fine, I guess. I don't think I've really thought that the traffic's fine. I love your... Thank you, Abby. Street and breakdance, basically bebop... Oh, yeah, no, that's awesome. I know what that looks like. That's cool. Please tell me you can do that thing where like you can like spin on your head, because that always perplexes me. Isn't it really acrobatic like street dancing? Hence I guess why you can do like the whole like Neo like Matrix move. I built almost all of your builds. They're amazing. Thank you. Hey TSMC, you're brilliant at building. I just wish I could build like you. You can. Just spend loads and loads of time on Minecraft. But thank you, DJB. What is your favourite build you've done? Collectively, I say this all the time. Collectively, Stream City's my favourite build. Like the entire thing. Look how built up it's getting now. It's hard not to love this place. My actual nickname is Rye Guy. Well, luckily, Rye Guy, that's what I like to call you, so I'm glad that that's the case. Yeah, I can do that, but I can also do contemporary dance. By contemporary, is that like a more classic style? Like you're more like... I'm sounding so ignorant. Like ballroom dancing and stuff? Like, can you do that sort of stuff? TSMC, can you build the White House? I have made all your city stuff. I don't think I'd ever make the White House, to be honest with you. I think that that'd be too hard. I think that's out of my expertise. I do apologise. Hi TSMC, I enjoy your channel. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Corinzo? Make a realm. I should do that. You know, the only problem with making a realm is I enjoy Stream City so much. I love building Stream City. It's just so like chilled out, like kind of like just building this stuff and just chatting to you guys. If I had a realm, I feel as though that it'd almost be too busy for me. Like this is the kind of stuff that I like to do, just kind of like chill out, building, talking to you guys. But it would kind of be cool, like if I got like some sort of Discord going and then like started a realm and like we actually like you know, like we built stuff together. But that's like a completely different thing. So I don't know. Oh, contemporary dance is kind of like ballet, but less rules, basically. But your favorite is to do more like street dance and stuff. I guess it'd be a bit more interesting. I guess it'd be a bit freer, because I guess you can kind of like do anything. But I imagine with contemporary, like with ballet, like you've got like specific movements that you've kind of got to hit and stuff. I don't imagine. I don't know anything about these very much about these subjects at all. But I can only imagine that like ballet, like you've got to like it's a bit more. I don't know, like you've got certain things, yeah. Like almost like less creative, I imagine. I build a lot of your builds. Thank you, knowledge of games. Make the national flag. I don't really want to make any flags, to be honest. You take off? What do you mean? Wow, Emma, you're very talented. Good job. I know, right? She really is. So, we've almost finished building this vehicle. I've kind of zoned out building this thing. I think I made the tutorials for like both of these yesterday or the day before, so they're quite fresh in my mind. Like it's going quite easy. The builds that I usually build on like stream, it's like stuff that I've not built in a really long time, or I don't have like plans for, and I'm kind of like, how do I do this? Is this the last build for the stream? Yeah, Mitchie, yeah, this is going to be the last build for the stream. Probably not going to be doing another one. I think that we've done quite well in building the bank and stuff. I actually kind of wanted to stream yesterday. I kind of wanted to like build this yesterday on stream with like the van and everything. But I didn't really want to like have nothing to do for this stream. But I was hoping to stream twice this week, although I kind of failed as I usually do. But I always like to try and get the whole Friday stream going. So that's the security van, and that's the bank, and I think that takes up like a really cool part of the city. Once we kind of figure out what else, like it's gonna have skyscrapers and that sort of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty much mostly going to be skyscrapers and then probably some sort of like fast food something here, like for the bankers. But I think that we're pretty much done. The only thing that is bothering me at the moment is this car park area. Hang on. Hey TSMC, I felt bad the other week that you looked for your Ender Dragon and it wasn't there, so I built one for you last week. How do I show it to you? If you like, you can send it me on Twitter, Matt, but I will warn you, I don't really check Twitter. There's no great way to send it. I'm sorry, but I might see it on Twitter because I'm actually popping on there at some point today to see TCB's Paradise Palms. Is it called? Hey TSMC, I have over 150 of my build in your world. That's awesome, Ultra Chill. Add a police station. When I make a new police station, you best believe it will be in the city. Once your city is done, I bet there's going to be full of a lot of 9-year-olds who attempted to pull lava from the sky. Well, that is why there will be no 9-year-olds in my city. Or any people of any age, just me. I gotta go. Thanks for... Hey, see you later, Latrator. I hope to see you in the next one. I'm just kidding. I'm not sleepy. Oh, hang on. TSMC, you should check out the musician Alec Benjamin. He tells stories in his songs. What's your favourite song? What is my favourite song? I don't really... I go through weird phases with songs. Like, I like a little bit of everything, and I like all sorts of different styles. Like, my favorite song at the moment is kind of old, but I really love it. I like "Take on Me" at the moment, which is originally by Aha. Why he's got loads of practice, Tamuli. I'm sorry, I didn't know caps weren't allowed. I was just hyped. That's okay. Wait, what? In my country, there's actually a bowling alley right near a bank, and it's called Leisureplex. I guess I'm not stuck to putting like skyscrapers and office buildings next to the bank. For some reason, it just made sense in my head, but I guess I'm not technically stuck on that, am I, TCB? I could kind of like do whatever. I like Thank You Life Game. 2009. Hey there, Stephanie Alves. Alves. Take on Me is such a good song. First heard it in Deadpool. I love the version from Deadpool. The, what do you call it? The acoustic version of it without like the backing music. So much. It's so beautiful. I love it. Oh, thank you so much again for the £5, Emma. You really are. Thank you so much. You're so generous. I'm going to go on a date with Daniel. It's almost... Is it really? I hope that you have a great day and happy anniversary if I don't speak to you by then. Thank you so much for the £5. I was very interested to learn a little bit more about you, Emma. But enjoy your day and thank you again. Why is the stream keep on stopping? It's either my fault or yours. I don't know whose. I want to see your city. I'll do a short tour of my city after I filled in this car park. I think I'm actually going to like dig out all of these lines and stuff. I'm just going to completely fill it in with like grey and then sort it out at a later point. Show us the bank. I already did that, Lucas. I can't show it again. Hey TSMC, all the newer builds you're doing, McDonald's are my favourite ones. Thank you, Ryan. I'm really trying my best. I like the Starbucks. I like the Starbucks builds too. All of my more recent city builds I really love. Every single one of them. I built the old bank. The old bank isn't so dissimilar from this bank. It's just that this bank's interior is like really well suited to it, and it's just like to a better scale. Gerardo, I think I might remember you. I'm really bad with names though, so please don't take it personally if I don't recognise people by names. Names are literally a kryptonite of mine. Remembering it, all sorts. I'm going to finish with... enjoy your drawing, Hope and Despair. It was very nice to speak with you again. Could you build an RV or a camper truck? And then I've lost you. Oh, later on build a trailer park. Trailer park could be a cool build. I never actually thought of that, actually. A trailer park could be an awesome build. That'd be made out of so many fun little things like caravans and stuff. What's that? Whenever you get a chance on Twitter, would you mind replying on my picture and let me know what you think about it? Even though I know you comment on YouTube, but if not... Yeah, TCB, if and when I pop on Twitter, I will absolutely do that. But I promise you, like, I don't ignore anybody on Twitter. I literally don't go on it. But I will try my hardest to remember to go on it. The only reason that I might not, if I don't manage to, is because I've got to do some editing and stuff for some videos. TSMC, Elmo, I already did. Bet you won't notice me, but I'm grateful for your tutor as I'm making a city. That's awesome, Marjorie. Thank you so much for appreciating my stuff. I like watching Xbox players. Well, like, Xbox we're on. Could you make some Halo vehicles? As much as I love Halo, I'm not really building that sort of stuff at the moment. I'm very sorry. Hey, Julian, thank you so much for the $2. Take my money, please, so I can dive into happiness. I hope it makes you happy to make me a bit happy. Thank you so much. Could you build a roller coaster? I'm sure I could. What's weird is I've never built an actual roller coaster. No, wait, I have built a roller coaster, actually. I could actually put together a small theme park. Like, a really small one. Like, it'd have, like, a Ferris wheel. It'd have, like, a roller coaster. It'd have, like, a little water slide. I could actually do that. I actually have all those builds and also a carousel too. So that was just really, really bothering me. I don't know how this is actually going to be laid out exactly. But this is the car park for the cinema. Like, it was like just this big empty open space, and it was just like kind of annoying me a little bit. But we'll kind of focus probably on the next stream, unless I kind of like find another project that I really, really want to do again. Next stream, we will probably finish that off. We'll also do the inside of the cinema. That has to be done sooner rather than later. And then we will probably get to work on the side of the cinema, or maybe we'll even build up a little bit more of the rest of the city in some sort of way. But that has to be done before it kind of like gets chucked to the wayside. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a short little tour of the city, right? And then I'm going to drink the rest of my tea, and then we're going to peace out of here. So, this is what Stream City looks like so far. Like, this is like a nice zoomed out view. We can see all of it. It's slowly progressing. As we go around Stream City, the latest thing that we have made is this bank over here with like an armored truck. The inside of the bank is done as well, but I'm actually not going to delve into there. That is the beginnings of some sort of skyscraper or office building. These are a set of 3 townhouses. They're all actually identical pretty much, as are... Oh no, statue of me is in the way. As are the 3 sort of next to them. They're pretty much the same build, but just kind of like repeated a bit. This is my public park. It has an ice cream stand in it. It also has a hot dog stand. It's got like a playground of sorts with all sorts of things on it. It's got a giant statue of me. It's got a fountain and a duck pond, and it's quite nicely decorated with flowers and hedging and all of that. As we move out of the park, we've got like a modern apartment building, which I have to make a tutorial for. The modern apartment building, by the way, it's got quite a few. Like, they're all the same build, but they're all like kind of squeezed together a little bit. Around the back, it even has its own little car park for all of the apartments. As we go around here, we've kind of got the beginnings of a crossing area sorted out with, like, you know, when you push the button and like the green man, or however it works in your country, like the walking, like, you can go now sign comes on. Like, this is what this is with a couple of cars. We have a fountain and some seats outside the apartments. We've got a Subway and a Starbucks and just kind of like a nice, relaxed, peaceful area. This is by the way, this is still my favorite part of Stream City, and I'll enjoy it even more once all the crossings and stuff are done. And finally, we've got a cinema, and that pretty much covers the entirety. I've not even made the sign. I'm so lazy. That pretty much covers Stream City. For those of you that were asking to see the entire thing, that's the entire thing so far. It never feels like much, but that has taken hours to build. So I just want to talk to you guys a little bit and finish my tea, and then I'm going to peace out. My armpits are sweating profusely, which is a word that I don't use very often. I need to get some windows and some aircon on in here. Hey there, panda lover and kitten lover. Batman. It's weird that you'd say that, Marvel boy, but fair enough. Have I missed any... Hang on, have I missed anything? I might have done, because I was just like on a roll. Hey TSMC, I love you, my girlfriend and my family and my dog. Do you love me? Of course I do, Alec. Of course I do. That is a lot of names that you have. You should add your multi-story car park in the future. I agree with you completely. I should do that. And that would be a long stream. Can you build a campsite? Yeah, definitely. It takes me 1 hour to build each build. You know, it is what it is. I think it's taken me like over an hour to build the bank, right? I've been streaming for over an hour. Your skin's cool. Thank you, Panda Lover. TSMC, can you build Just Eat vehicles? Just Eat don't have specific vehicles, do they, if we're talking about the company? What is your Discord server? I don't have one, Ziggy. I like potatoes. Me too. I particularly like crisps. Have you heard about Green Steve? No, is he trying to save the planet? TSMC, please Notice me, I can spin on my head. What happened to your Spider-Man skin? Unfortunately, Spider-Man got caught in Infinity War, and he's never been the same since. And maybe add a cinema or theatre, that'd be awesome. I have a cinema, but I do have to build like a theatre with like a stage and all of that. I built the school you built. That's awesome. Your city is litty. You're going to build the b-ball court? Yeah, of course. At some point in time. I don't know where, but it will go somewhere. See you, Alec. I don't try and ignore anybody, Amy, so I'm glad that I noticed you. Sometimes it's hard to read messages. How do you make your world flat? You've got to start off that way. Can you build these Stranger Things scoop ahoy? I've already made an ice cream shop, otherwise I'd be tempted. Ladies and gentlemen, I have finally finished my cup of tea. It's only taken me about an hour. To answer your question, TCB, it would probably be the townhouses, specifically the Angry Birds coloured ones, aka mine, yours and Emma's. But, I just whacked my elbow on my desk. This is going to be the end of the stream. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I have had a blast. I will be streaming again next Friday, and if not before... Probably not before, but we can always hope. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming and saying hello and hanging out with me. I hope that you all had a good time, because I certainly did.